Twin 1 and Twin 2, dogs like Champion the Brat, the very first champion off Grand Champion Mayday, the Dog of the Year, and Register of Merit. Champion Pretty Mama, 2-time Best in Show and 2-time Gamest in Show. Going Hards Bay Bay, Register of Merit, Damn to Champion What a Day, Champion Gus, Champion El Rod, Champion Yellowbird. So pull up a seat, and let's talk dogs. Let's talk about Pitbulls. The history, the breeding, the maintaining and feeding, and the controversies surrounding the great hunts. Come interact with the legends, and ask questions, and listen to their stories as we talk about kennels and dogs of the past and present. Hosted by one of the game's most respected kennels, with over 40 years in the hunt, going hard Kennels Twin 1 and Twin 2, dogs like Champion the Brat, the very first champion off Grand Champion Mayday, the Dog of the Year, and Register of Merit. Champion Pretty Mama, 2-time Best in Show and 2-time Gamest in Show. Going Hards Bay Bay, Register of Merit, Damn to Champion What a Day, Champion Gus, Champion El Rod, Champion
Kennels, Gary Collins, Robert Marino, what's up, fam? What is up?
So pull up a seat and let's talk dogs.
Welcome to Hot Mic Friday.
Let's talk about Pitbulls. The history, the breeding, the maintaining and feeding, and the controversies surrounding the great hunts. Come interact with the legends, and ask questions, and listen to their stories as we talk about kennels and dogs of the past and present.
Dreadlock, what up, partner?
Hosted by one of the game's most respected kennels, with over 40 years in the hunt, going hard Kennels Twin 1 and Twin 2, dogs like Champion the Brat, the very first champion off Grand Champion Mayday, the Dog of the Year, and Register of Merit. Champion Pretty Mama, 2-time Best in Show and 2-time Gamest in Show. Going Hards Bay Bay, Register of Merit, Damn to Champion What a Day, Champion Gus, Champion El Rod, Champion Yellowbird. So pull up a seat and let's talk dogs. Let's talk about Pitbulls. The history, the breeding, the maintaining and feeding, and the controversies surrounding the great hunts. Come interact with the legends, and ask questions, and listen to their stories as we talk about kennels and dogs of the past and present. Hosted by one of the game's most respected kennels, with over 40 years in the hunt, going hard Kennels Twin 1 and Twin 2, dogs like Champion the Brat, the very first champion off Grand Champion Mayday, the Dog of the Year, and Register of Merit. Champion Pretty Mama, 2-time Best in Show and 2-time Gamest in Show. Going Hards Bay Bay, Register of Merit, Damn to Champion What a Day, Champion Gus, Champion El Rod, Champion Yellowbird. So pull up a seat and let's talk dogs.
What's up, Mr. Wayne, Mr. Anthony Paul? AJ, what's happening, fam? W8KR. No, that's WKR K9s. What's happening, fam? Welcome to the show. Hot Mic Friday. Hey, y'all, while y'all in here for the new ones, don't forget to hit them subscribe buttons. Hit them like buttons. WKR, the reason I almost said WAKR, they should be a popular radio station in Akron where I'm from, man. But WKR, appreciate you coming though, fam. Caught me off guard there a little bit. I used to rock that every morning. Man, come on now. Y'all know y'all ain't right. Over 40 people in here, I see 14 likes, man. Come on, man. Y'all reach over there and hit that like button. It's for free, man. It don't cost you nothing, bro. I mean, you might as well knock that out while you're here, cool? Peace out. IWK, I know, I hear your fam, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I used to rock that Cleveland station too. Actually, used to hang up there at the record store when Froggy owned it downtown. Yeah, that's when I was doing my, promoting a little record company back in the day, bruh. Hung out up in that way. Jokes tonight, right? All right. So maybe y'all need to do a comedy show as we get this thing together right quick. Just a little knock joke. See how that, like, knock, like who there? The like button. Like button who? Hit the damn like button who? All right. I'm gonna back up off that shit. All right. Scratch line news. Read Kennels. What's happening, fam? Supreme Excellent. What's happening, bro? What's up? What's up? It's Friday. Yes, that's right, y'all. We're going to a weekend, not a weekday, baby. Gotta take care of them dogs this week. Feed them. Clean up that shit. Fresh water. Check them chains. Check them anchors. Make sure everybody on point. Put them tools and toys away. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Put your tools and toys away. How y'all doing out there today, there, peoples? My peoples! Bagamba! Hope y'all on tight, man. Hey, man, where everybody at, man? I got some shout outs to do, man. Who's in the room? Who's in the room, fellas? Let me see who in the room. Everybody. Okay. I see Mike throw a shout out to a couple of my CP dog up in there. Denny, what's up, baby? 614. Uh-oh, I see some KD. What's up? Eric, what's up, Broom? Collins. Marino. Mangolia, Dreadlock. Boosie. Anthony Paul. Weemun. What's up, baby? AJ, always, bro. Thanks for the salute. I see that AKR. K9. What's up? Eric Collins. Scratchline News. What's up, man? Eric, what's up, baby? I see that Supreme Excellence. What it be, Rubber City? I'm so Akron too, baby. I'm so Akron too. We're going to be talking about Akron today, fella. Yes, we are. We got some bad news, but we got to let it be known. That's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be a little circulating on a little present to the past. All about my act right, my homie, my town, my home. So we're going to be letting you know today is going to be one of them kind of days. All right. Hope everybody push that like button tonight, man. Have 70-some people in the room and then nobody have no likes. But we love you. Vodka Bully, what's up, boy? Hey, what's up? What's up? Yeah, fellas, we're going to start this thing off right. Okay? This is more on a serious note. We back on the dog man again. Yeah. We back on the dog man. We back on the dog man. The reason why we're going to talk about the dog man today is because it's going to boil down to us staying safe. Being able to have these dogs and staying safe. It's the key. They're wiping out bloodlines. They've been systematically doing it for years. Y'all just got to catch on. They have been systematically dismantling the dog game. They know the dog game. They know the bloodlines better than y'all do. You think they don't? They know the bloodlines better than y'all. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about all of them. And the direct charge is to take the gameness out of the game. We destroy great lions and great dogs. We destroy the history and the genetics. Systematically. Now, why are some of these great kennels that y'all still running around being able to buy their dogs with no static from the popos and nobody running up on their yards and taking their shit? I'm gonna tell you why. Because they don't carry that extra element. That's the problem. That extra criminal element. They can sit back and sell their dogs, keep their yard clean, have a bunch of dogs, sell them all to y'all, and don't have one bit of a problem. Probably even test a couple of them. Still ain't got a problem.
Because I guarantee you come on their yard to buy one, you won't catch one out there on the yard. Guarantee it. You can guarantee it. That's why some of you guys walk out on some of them dog man's yard and be like, you know, I'm looking at a yard full of untouched dogs or something. What are you doing? And the whole point is because he's smart. If I have something, a criminal element that I don't need around my dog, it's going to cost me to get my dog snatched up, I don't think I'm going to have it around my dog. Bottom line. If I'm going to have a treadmill around my dog, one thing I'm damn sure not have, a goddamn chicken in a cage or a rabbit in a cage sitting near my treadmill. The rabbit better be in the house in a bunny pen, and the chicken better be down there on the yard with a couple more chickens laying eggs. You go.
Personal shout out to a new viewer in the house, Mr. Montez Porter. What's up, Shantae? Look, I'm gonna stop doing that but look, welcome to the show, y'all. Don't forget to hit them subscribe buttons and shout outs, but I gotta support my new people. Back to you, baby.
What's her name? What's the name again?
Shantae.
Shantae, I'm gonna have to give you a shout out. See how he just dive you in there. You must be somebody special, so we're gonna make you special. Shantae, me, okay, what's up, mate? It's been a while. That's what's been wrong. You part of the room. This ain't been seeing you in a minute. Okay, shout out to you. Shout out to you. Thank you. Hey, Mr. Porter, new viewer. Mr. Porter, you going to see some shit, bro. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let me know how you like it. Leave me a comment, bro. It'd be very appreciated. Thank you for coming, my man. Thank you for coming. Let's get back on this shit, y'all, because we on some stuff here. I'm trying to explain something to you guys. Why so many of you guys is out here being so, you know, wonder why everybody being secretive and all that. There's a reason why. But they're still doing it all on the wrong aspect. It's the aspect that's going to get you knocked. You know what I'm saying? You be quiet in a church mouth. You know, you don't need to have no light on your head. You don't even want nobody walking around talking about how good your shit is. You know, you want to be out of the sun, out of the spotlight, off in the wind, being like the breeders, being smart. But mess around there and get you a great one. How can you get a great one? What do you have to do to get it to that great status and still stay quiet? Hard to do. It's very hard to do. How you gonna get this dog bred out? Being quiet. You will pick up a name. You can't stop the world from talking about it. But one thing you have to maintain. One thing you have to maintain. You have to maintain the look of your yard, the look of your dog, and your reputation as a dog man. You know, understanding what that means. Your reputation as a dog man. Yeah, as a dog man, your reputation has to always be on the utmost because usually it'd be that undercover information. Remember, you can be quiet as hell, but you whooping up people and you ain't gonna stay quiet. You're not gonna stay quiet and you're not gonna be quiet. Letting you know. All right? So you have to prepare understanding and being real with you. You know, because people talk. And if you got a great one, they're gonna keep on talking. They're gonna be keep on trying to get in contact with you. They're gonna be trying to, you know, get any kind of information they can. You're not gonna walk through here unseen and untouched. So the best thing you have to do is cover yourself, understanding quiet as it may be kept. Don't ever think you're not being quiet enough. Because where you might be, other people seeing you, other people talking about you, you're not going to stay off the radar, bro. It goes for all you guys. You're just not going to stay off the radar. I'm going to show you, I'm going to prove that to you tonight. The way things happen out there. The way things are happening out there. You know, that second thing that causes all the problems, that element. That second element, the primary element that brings them up on your yard and hit your home. All right? It's bad when you see good dog man and go down, you know, no knocking what you do. You know, it really don't have nothing to do with what you do outside of the dogs. It don't. The problem is what you do outside of the dog becomes a problem when it becomes inside the dogs. See, when you get jammed up out there in your second criminal element involving search warrants and prosecution based on your second element being the problem, which brings them to your first element, which is your dog, which is really supposed to mean more than anything, because they're the safest element you're dealing with. They aren't the ones that brought the people into your yard or into your home. They're not. Okay? Guys are getting ran up on because they got cases, and then they go out there and they see these dogs, and then that don't make it no better, because guess what? You know, if your secondary element of activities was on point, it'd be hard as hell for them to knock on your door going up in there, telling you, here we come. Because if that ain't on point, that's why they're there. So I can guarantee you, when you go in the backyard, that ain't gonna be on point either. And most of the time, it ain't on point either. So the whole operation or whatever the hell is going on is shit when the shit hits the fan. And they prove it by running up in there, grabbing the drugs, going to the backyard, finding the slightest thing, because they got enough when they got the drugs. No, they got to do is find some type of dog back there that ain't got no business on the yard, or some type of equipment that's sitting out there on the yard that ain't got no business sitting on the yard, especially. It ain't because of the treadmill. Remember, they can say all that. You had medicine here and medicine. You can guarantee you go back in some of the cases, guys, having that treadmill, having that harness and all that stuff is not going to be nothing that stick. They can try to connect it to dog fighting all they want. The element of the thing they have to first convict you of to make everything else worthy of even trying to convict you on is the dog fighting part. The dog fighting part. You know, just because you have scarred up dogs on your yard makes you a suspect for dog fighting. But it does not make you a dog fighter. Now you take that same element and let's add that other element to that. Okay? Now we're going to add the element, the bottom there, to that right there. You're going to have all your shit in order. But because of that first element that brought them to your home and into your home and to your yard, it escalates everything that they find in the backyard. It's going to escalate everything they find in your backyard. So if you don't have no scarred up dogs, you might be safe. But you better have some clean water. You better have some nice chains. You better have a nice yard. You better have some nice houses. And if you got anything on the yard that's got no business on the yard, it better not be on the yard. Some of you guys get so damn lax when shit go down, you be caught off guard and they catch all kinds of shit in your yard. all kind of shit out of place. All kind of shit out of place. And then they just take the shit and just blow it up all across the news. I heard one news company tell them, they something about some breaking sticks. Some breaking sticks now, they use breaking sticks to beat the dog off each other. Now listen to this. They use breaking sticks to beat the dog off. Not break the dog off, but they said beat the dog off with a breaking stick. But in the same instance, they're talking about the blood and the splinters, showing where the dog is biting down on the stick. But in the same sentence, they said beat the dog off with the stick. Okay, so it just makes it good reading for everybody to go, oh my God, no, are you for real? Okay. They go for the public opinion. Makes the case a little bit more easier for them to prosecute. All right? And the reason why I'm bringing that up today, because, and I got my Akron thing on, not only because I'm representing my hometown because of the situation we're going through, but we got a friend up there in AK that just got ran up on. It was second element, which brought him to me. I would consider my dog my first element, because if I'm doing any type of element of anything illegal or criminal, you know, if I'm doing it with my animal, that would be my most concern, my biggest element of worry. Because I don't have to stand there and pedal my dog on the corner. I ain't got to worry about no snitch or no undercover walking up on me, knocking on my door, or calling me on the phone, talking about, you know, doing my dog, you know, or selling my dog, or doing anything illegal with my dog. Because it just don't work like that. It's not a trap house, a dog activity. It just don't work that way. And that's why these cases that get down inside our fraternity is based on these cases that are being investigated after that second element is executed. Now, you think because one man got ran up on, when his house got hit, when his yard got busted, and he got about maybe 15, 16 dogs, got all the signs and makings of, you know, he's doing something with them. They get him downtown, he going to take the bus. He ain't no hurry about telling on nobody. He ain't even thinking about telling nobody until the U.S. Marshals come. See, when the USA step in, when the U.S. Marshals come and they decide to port you over there to the other side, you know, them investigations turn into spider webs. You know, they can sit there and be on the phone getting they free phone calls, acting like they quiet as hell. But for some odd reason, all the dog man that he was associated with start seeing weird shit happening around their property. Or the dog catcher usually popping up in the neighborhood more than often. Or you got this little car parked over there. You can't see him taking pictures, but if you look close enough, you see him with that long zoom lens, wondering, you know, you'll catch him. You'll catch him. Because you really, how are you going to gather it? How are you going to know when this person is not giving up everybody that he knew or ever dealt with during his time down there? Because he's not going to just come out and say, everybody, look, I had to tell on y'all. See, they build their web. They just can't come running over your house and start grabbing up dogs. It doesn't really work that way. What they do is they case into a conspiracy type case where they can gather up enough people that they can have enough information written down on this person, this person, this person, this person. Go out and do their own investigation and they know you got all these dogs. You know, because somebody didn't directed them to you. You have no idea. You have no idea that you've been given up by somebody who was way over there, or probably in another state somewhere. All because he got jammed up. You know, he'll talk about something he did in Carolina. He'll probably tell about his whole career. Once they get his animals and you know he ain't gonna get them back and he's through, then that goes out the window. He'll give up the dog game to deal with his dope case. Yes, he will. He'll become a cooperating witness just to give up his dope case. And the funny thing about it, guys, I done seen a couple of old dog men go to jail for dogs and not for the actual drug cases they came in on. Now, y'all get me to understand that one. Tell you why. They'll get rid of the dope case because once you start telling on the dog men, then you already started telling on all everybody in your dope case. See, they done already started telling on everybody in their dope case when they start telling on everybody with the dog. See, all they're gonna do now is give him a dog fighting charge, maybe 2 years, maybe 4 years. That's all he gonna get. He'll probably get that in the feds. But one thing you won't see with them type of guys, you'll wonder where their dope case go. Where did the case that actually created all this shit? Whatever happened to that case? Why he go to prison for the dog instead of the case that brought him through the door? I'm telling you why. Because they had already started telling on everybody. By the time they start riding up and down your street, they got you down there on a board somewhere with pictures of your yard, pictures of you in the spider web because of one person. One person can't be game nowhere close to game. And that's just how they create that snatch and all move. Snatch and all move is considered when they hit all the dog men at one time. All the dog men. You never know when it's coming because you did your shit wouldn't even be there when that time you got there. Ain't nobody picking up the phone spreading the word that, hey, they gonna hit the yards. Because a lot of these yards they hit guys, these guys haven't committed no crime. They haven't committed a crime, but if you get enough people on a stack and go in front of a federal judge, get a search warrant to go up in there because they got this spider web that looks like it's sufficient. Why? Because they got the one person that's telling all this. It already came pretty good with the telling with the dope. So they're going to throw the dope out. He didn't give up enough people in the dope that all he got to worry about is we're going to give you 2, maybe 4 for the dog thing instead of the 15 to 20 you should have been getting on all the drugs you had. This is how they do it. So when you see them guys go to jail and getting them 2 years for dog fight with all that newspaper publicity when they got snatched up, maybe 4, you best believe he was part of a web and he was the centerpiece that started that web. Webbing that web out. He didn't get the gun charge or the dope charge, but he went to jail. Best believe. He's the one. If you got anybody around in your clique, I ain't calling everybody no snitch, but if you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. We got to at some point start being smart. Okay? You got to start being smart. All right? Another thing. When we out here talking dogs, there's just no way you can really talk the dog game on the internet. So do you ask yourself, then how do we network? Well, one thing you need to do when you network is, which way are you networking? I ain't never seen, if the Underground Railroad ran on top of the ground, like they call it the Underground Railroad. It ain't like they have some underground tunnel running underground. All right, for dog man, for dummies, just in case I don't want nobody to get that misconstrued, okay? So when we talk about the Underground Railroad, it's still an underground railroad that did not operate with their business up on top of the ground. That means everything was underground. They were able to communicate. They was able to execute and provide underground safely. The risk is always there. It's a risk every time you wake up and you got the yard full of dogs on it. It's a risk. You know it's a risk when you got into this. You know what you want to do. You know what you're trying to do. So let's not work around that fact. Like there's no risk. I don't want to take a risk. You're taking a risk. Right off the bat, when you made that choice to be part of that fraternity, get these dogs, and do all this hard work and all this learning, with the possibility that you'll be able to stand there one day, being proud of your 3-time winner or your grand champion or your register of merit, and these are things that you probably want to show everybody, but first do it underground, because once it becomes history, it becomes history. A fictional historical story. A fictional historical story. As long as we cannot let somebody get out there and make these fictional stories facts, that's all they're going to ever be. So we have to get back down to the Underground Railroad mentality. You can't tell me it can't be done. The Underground Railroad is just what it is. It can be operated underground. If you want to be saved, like the slaves, they got up with the Underground Railroad, they got out. If you wanted to be a part of the Underground Railroad, they didn't go asking in the grocery store, trying to find where somebody lived, or calling everybody they know that got a bulldog, and try to find out my phone number. They had better ways, better times, but they were still underground. Still underground. We sit here and we go on Facebook and we have all these groups. All these groups. And just as many groups as we have just as many people sitting back there getting paid to analyze and break down those groups. To look at these pictures. To look at what we're saying and what we're doing. All freedom of speech. Anything that's going on out there on Facebook could be a big ass lie. I can guarantee you 75% these days of the dogs that are claiming to be big, great winners are not the winners of the past, because the competition is not that of the past. 75%. I mean, you cannot distinguish any champion from each other because you're only self-proclaimed champion. Self-proclaimed, you ain't done by no sanctioning body, so it makes it easy for anybody to stand next to you and ain't touch a damn thing, but he's sitting there saying he got a champion just like you know, and you work for yours, and we just don't know about this character. We can't get no info, no output, or anything else. Now, those right there, they'll become champions and they will stay champions, and you won't never hear nothing about who they beat. And they don't want to talk about it. They'll call him retired if you try to catch him. All I'm doing him, he's cool. We just gonna breed him. But they're sharing the same titles because all y'all doing is self-proclaiming your dog. You cannot say, well, we going under the old what rule? We going under the old, that doesn't make you sanction shit. This brings this, you know, I'm gonna always keep on saying that because as long as you keep doing that, you're so quick to bring it out there amongst the public and gratify your champion, your self-proclaimed champion. Right along with the fake ass dude that's standing right next to you saying, I'm the real champion. I'm the real champion. See what I'm saying, fellas? What I'm talking about. But they're wiping out whole bloodlines. Not only are they wiping them out, they're systematically doing it. They're systematically doing it. They hitting these yards. I wouldn't see them hit my yard. Then they hit my yard on the dope case. Don't come hitting my yard on the dope case and hit my yard and run off with the dog thing. Because, see, those guys there, I ain't seen too many of them. And I'm telling y'all, I'm going to show you. Y'all want these receipts? I'm going to show you. They go to jail. I went to jail. I went to jail. I'm facing 30 all the way up to the Friday before my trial. They want to offer me 20, so I know what they will do. And they did it to me for 3 years. 3 years, and in them 3 years, I did not contact one of my friends. None of my dog people. Nobody. Not one person. There's a many of you guys out there that know the truth. And a lot of them sit there and tell you, thumbs up. Because it was my responsibility to make sure that we stay strong and stay safe. 30 years, all the way up to the Friday before my trial. Then they came with an offer of 20 years. All because I ain't got nothing to talk about. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, they got all my paperwork, they got the journal, they got me all up in there, champions, but guess what? It didn't matter. I'm telling y'all, it did not matter. Because whatever they was gonna do, it wasn't gonna change the fact to me. And occur. I mean, that's what it just really boils down to. I took my chances and went for the scratch to win. I'm not the down dog. They didn't know it, but I didn't never feel like I was a down dog. Never, because you know what? I didn't say shit. So I know I'm still in there because I ain't saying shit. Why they make you feel like you're the down dog? You see, they felt like I was the down dog when they took my shit and killed it. All right? And then spreading me all over the newspaper made me a Michael Vick. You see what I'm saying? Now, they know they ain't got shit, but they missed it. See, I ain't Charlotte's Web. See, when the wind blew me, it just blew me right out of the damn scene. That's right. They blew me right out of the scene. Because when you killed my shit, my resentful ass, you didn't kill my shit, you know you ain't getting nothing out of me. I'll do the 30, I'll do the 20, I'll do whatever. I'll take my chance at trial. But I'm still going in there like I'm the up dog. Treated my wife like shit. Convicted her, had her all on the TV. Judge can't even put her in jail because he don't know what the hell she's guilty of. Again, I'm telling the story because we're going to go into this, the difference between a game dog man and a cur-ass dog man. Give a damn how great your dogs are. Still, when it comes down to the real scratching, he was a cur just as much as his dogs was. He just didn't put them on the right dogs. You understand what I'm saying, fathers? There's no way in the hell you're going to tell me a cur-ass. Ricky Jones. He curred on us. Great dogs. Hell of a dog. But they said the man makes his dogs. Then Ricky Jones has some badass curs. Because he told. Told just like these other cases that we're going to talk about. There's a fresh case out there that we're going to talk about. They get these guys, and these guys go to jail for dog fighting, and their dog cases go away. And you wonder why. You know why? You know why? Did y'all ever catch on to who it is? You know, it's like local news when somebody get busted in the local area. But it's not just the local area if you got a good one. A lot of these guys have got these great dogs. They done wiped out the whole line. Plain Valley. Plain Valley got jammed up. I mean, they got out there and told the public everything from his champion to the one-time winners to two-time winners, who they went into, who they beat. And in return, give you 5 years. 5 years to be out 3. Probably got out in 2. No dog case, none but dogs. Had a lot of dope, $100,000 in the house. But he got out of there. He got out of there. And they sit there and read his whole story. Down there told us every dog was a winner on his yard. Now, how did he get this information? You know I got the information. So guys, just because you stuck back there in the back and nobody can get in, don't ever think they can't get in. Because the only way you becoming anything, even in the slightest gleam of light, if you winning and you got a good one, then you will be a target. Unless you keep that dog at home and don't open him to no public stud. The only one's gonna ever brag about you having a champion is yourself. You're keeping it all to yourself. You don't want no headlines. You want no headlights. All the guys that ever seen you go, you can't even turn to them. If you turn to them, it's damn near you don't know which one you're turning to. If you turn to the wrong one, you got you too. You ain't gonna make no money on no studs. You ain't gonna make no money on no puppies. But at least you're safe. It don't work like that, fellas. You know it and I know it. Underground Railroad has to stay underground. Nowhere in the hell we're supposed to have this many damn groups. This many damn groups. Every one of these damn groups want to portray the lines that they stand behind. Barracuda group, Yellow Mayday group. What the hell is these groups when y'all know what these names of these dogs are? What kind of group do you got if you ain't nothing like the name you grouping? What's the purpose? What is the purpose of having a Mayday room, a Red Boy Jeep room, and you in these rooms, and 99% of the dogs is in this room flashing all across the internet and nothing like the dogs that they named their room off of. Nothing like. You might have shit bred like it, but you ain't nothing like the name of that room. Unless you doing what the name of that room did. Other than that, you in that room just as fake as the goddamn motherfucker just put the name up there and say, called it a group room. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. These are the people that's getting everybody busted. No, I don't want to bring no light imp in here. I can guarantee you, boy, if I had a fake-ator that I can wind my motherfucking mouse down and it would blink every time I ran across one of these fake asses in my room, and it would turn purple, I'd click and show everybody. I'm not in here to educate wannabes. Let me make myself clear. I'm not in here trying to educate wannabes. I'm not. Because what you're going to do with that is turn into something that makes the game already poison that it is. Sitting up there learning what you've learned from me and to go out there and spread it over a fake-ass group room just to make everybody think you are something that you're not. And B. Holland Twin was my mentor. You understand what I'm saying? Causing most shit. But you want to feel like you need that gratification from everybody like you got those dogs. So I speak of this to everybody that's in those group rooms. When you look at these people flashing their dogs and all their pedigrees over the thing, look at them for what they really are. They're not those dogs that they're putting on that damn, that they call themselves in part of that room. If you ain't a gator man, you don't need to be in the room. Ain't none of y'all no real gator goddamn dog. Come on, keep it real. Ain't none of y'all named in the champion gator room gator. None of you. I'm just being real. And I'm not being nasty and pick. I'm just saying reality check. Reality check. So while we always jumping in these rooms, throwing up the pedigrees, you know, throwing your 2 cents in every damn comment or everything somebody throw up there, making yourself feel like y'all getting up gratification, probably learn something off of one of these casts, and now all of a sudden you want to be big as them so they can recognize you so you can be something that you're not and become part of the enigma of what's called the failure of where we're at in this game dog sport. I'm just keeping it real with you. It's so easy for those type of guys to get the web started. Because all the unknowingly are the ones who wants to be like them. See, they don't know no better. Okay, it sounds good to them, but they want it so bad just like them because they're in the group too. They want to shine and they want to show off their dogs too. So they want to learn. And if you sound like you're making sense, it's good. And Lord knows, let's not talk about the Peyton Place players. We don't even want to talk about the soap opera of the game. This game is getting so trashy. It's really getting so trashy. And it has a lot to do with the fake ass shit that's going on in these groups and these podcasts. Let's keep it real. These podcasts are not full of real dog men. You might have had dogs, you might know a whole lot of shit. But a lot of you dog men, I'm trying to tell you, a lot of y'all names, y'all must be local heroes. I ain't taking that away from you. I'm not. But you are definitely doing a disservice. Really, a disservice when you are schooling the unknown to elevate yourself, knowing you ain't taking nothing to the mountaintop but a story. You ain't created nothing real up under you because what nothing on the top, from down to you, down to them, has been real. But educated knowledge. You're talking good. Ain't done shit. And I'm being real with you. I've been out here enough to know if you rank anywhere in this damn country, far as I can tell. If you rank, you ain't got to be in no book. You might be all right in your area that you are, but it does make you a legend to all of us in the outstanding part of this. Unless you can get out here and elevate yourself by doing the things that I'm seeing you guys falling for. You're falling for that bullshit. That's what I'm saying. So when I see y'all in the yellow room, Mayday room, the Macho Buck room, the Old Family Red Nose room, there's a whole bunch of them out there. Thousands of followers up in them. And I sit back and I look at it, man, and you know what? That's why I go into those rooms, man. I look at these guys And I kind of feel good for him because I'm not underground with this shit. See, that's how I can feel good, because I can go in there on top of the ground and look at what it looks like around me. Just what it looks like outside when you ain't under the ground. Woo! Man, we got everybody out here trying to be Earl Tudor. Everybody out here trying to give up some advice or a comment or you know, sounding like they know what they're talking about. And then if they don't know what they're talking about, will argue you down like they do. Like, who are you? Like, who the fuck is this dude? Who is this dude? I ain't never heard of him in my life, but he sounded like he know more than me. And I don't know who the hell this is. And he way off track. So you look at that and be like, okay, see, this is why y'all shit is like it is now. This is why the shit's like it is now. And come on, y'all. Y'all know what y'all doing. I'm going to get down into the ugly part of the why you're whining and why the destructive game is the way it is being destructive. Because there is no such thing as the underground. When the underground is consisted of everybody who wants to be somebody, that's it. That's what the underground is about. And they're not trying to be on the ground to do that. So what's the purpose of them being under there trying to do it? So don't act like I said something wrong for you undergrounders. It's the truth. I don't win no spotlight. Shut up. Just as soon as you win a goddamn championship, what you gonna do? Self-proclaim you're a champion. Next thing you're gonna do is start breeding. Next thing you're gonna do is start selling dogs. And your boy down the street, he gonna tell you he went over there to Mexico and won 3. Come back, don't look half as bad as your shit. And stand right next to you, probably 4 blocks down, and do the same thing you doing. One of y'all real and the other one fake. How we supposed to know which one's what? When he's the one over here with the fake one, he's platting it all on every platform he can get on. Taking pictures with his shit. Yapping about his shit. Next thing you know, he got a whole following. Y'all follow him like y'all follow, you know, the worstest person, the Pied Piper. He played that little toy and he took everybody's hits with that sound. With the sound. Like the sound of somebody's mouth ratting off, like he done something so much that those unknowers, those wannabes like him, all flock. And then y'all all over there, bunch of y'all standing over there with that fake ass shit, mad as hell at the real motherfucker, because he pointing shit out. Y'all defending the fake ass. You defending that fake ass because you didn't put your ass over there with him. Now all y'all over there acting just like y'all just as smart as he is. None of y'all know shit because he didn't know shit. And if he knew it, he learned it just by sitting here looking at somebody like me. I ain't done nothing. The guy over here is trying to stay quiet, ain't did nothing like that. He's got the self-proclaimed champion, but at least he did win 3. He don't want to run out there and rat off the world. He's trying to be laid back. They ain't gonna get no life. Y'all sit there and put that piece of shit over there on a pedestal. Until you catch a brother like Pro come along and catch that shit. Better not let Pro find out. You better not let Pro find out. Cause that's what Pro good for. He's fucked with the wrong people. Because some of these great dog men don't deserve it. You need to be spending more time on them fake ass, real fake people out here. Like the ones you're gonna catch on damn near every group you go in on Facebook. Them the ones that need to be exposed because they're on the ground. They're not underground hurting us. They're up on the ground. So those are the ones that should be going for the pickings. Stop fucking with the underground. You ain't got no business fucking with the underground. None. Disrespectful and it's not loyal. But there's enough fake shit out here to keep you busy. That's all I'm saying. He should have a field day in his own damn room, in our room, in everybody's room. There's a whole bunch of y'all out there who's got these dogs who know them probably just as good as I do, but ain't never done shit with them. Don't get mad at me when you bark at me and I call your ass out. Don't get mad at me. That's what you expect coming from me. And don't come up with your excuses, because that's all they be. That's all. You know? Real dog, when we want to play, we clap. And once we clap, it's on. You know, you got to wait till next week and call me next month. Shut up. Just sit, just go. Go. You don't want it, you won't never get it. Should have got it when it was right there in your face. How we roll. That's how the game is played. Don't bring the upstairs shit down in the basement, because you will get called out. And once I find out you ain't trying to play in the basement, you're getting the fuck out the basement. And it will be hard to get back in there anywhere around me. All right? So I'm just telling y'all, for those who play in the basement and want to enjoy this shit, this is for y'all. Not meant for all these other people. These trollers, these haters, these wannabes, these informings. I call them informing because that's what they do. They inform on us. This is what I call them, informers, not informants. Informees. They take what they hear and they just run around, and whatever make them sound like they're worthy to listen to, they shit that shit out there. I said they shit it out there. I didn't say they put it out there. I said they shit it out there. Because most of the shit that's being shit on these dog men is be coming out of these shitty ass mouths of people who don't know what the fuck they talking about. It just makes a good story. Peyton Place. Y'all, fake ass dog men, running the drama. You're not running there to get something learned about the game or the downstairs and the undercover work that has to go into being an underground real kennel. No, you want to run to it and act like a bunch of TV hoes. Housewives of the dog game. I'm gonna calm down. Let me weigh myself. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, I got a little excited. But I'm gonna tell you what this is leading to. Okay, I'm gonna show you what this is leading to. I got to cool it off because I'm coming in. Phase 2. Here comes phase 2. We're gonna talk about them fucking dog thieves. Okay, I'm cooled off on that situation. We're gonna move on. Now let's talk about these dog thieves. How many people in here got dogs stolen from them? I just want to, if you got dogs stolen from them, throw a muscle up. I want to explain the experience of what it feels like when some crap ass person rapes your yard. They raped Art, got him killed. Who's that?
Molly B.
Well, yeah, we knew about Molly. Molly B got ripped. 8-time winner, raped off a yard. Okay? Eli raped. They claim he in Mexico, California. So fucked up that they got Mexican Eli dogs. They got California Eli dogs. You don't know what the fuck they got. We just know he got raped and he was gone. Everything else is goddamn, we don't know. It makes a good story. Remember, don't forget, we got them Peyton placers out here that makes it a good story. Especially when you can add a twist to it to really make it interesting. So everybody got an Eli dog now in Mexico. You know, y'all got shit. They talking, y'all got stolen dog blood. Y'all sitting over there with stolen blood. That shit ain't nothing. But that shit came up with Eli when he was stolen. Like that shit really make a difference. Shit. Brat was sold to a person and Brat never made it to him. Yeah, Champion the Brat was sold and she never made it to the person who bought her. The damn transporter took her and said he was going to keep her. And we ain't heard nothing else about Champion the Brat. There could be dogs all over down the Virginia and Philly area off of Brat. Whole bunch of raped right off the man's hands. Paid good money for it. Got raped, never seen it, never put his eyes on her. Okay? Dog thieves. The most embarrassing thing to the underground that you could ever think about. How you gonna sell shit on your yard? What you gonna have to do? Meet at Walmart? You know they do have video tours now. You do video tours now. Just don't put them on Facebook. See y'all walking through the damn yard, smoking your blunts. Yeah, this is old killer over here. Yeah. The only reason I would get on there and be walking through my yard showing everybody my damn dogs if I had all intentions of never doing one of them, motherfuckers, okay? Provocative Bully, what's up, baby? You want something? You ask a question, man. You know, ask a question. Provocative Bully, I need you to ask a question. Okay? I don't want to see anybody. I like to see guys, if you want to ask a real good question, do what Provocative Bully did. He just spent $4.99 just to say hi, twin. Man, ask me a question. Because real questions, pay for those, then you deserve my attention. You know, you got my attention saying, man, ask me a question because you always doing good things for us, bro. So I want to see you ask a question so I can use something productive and give you something back. All right? Guys, use the super chat. Invest into the game, man, because the game is not lame over here. All right? You're feeding all these other people because they don't talk in the language that I talk because I'm in the real world. The world y'all really afraid of, a lot of y'all. Yeah, I think so. I know there's a couple dogs out there. Big John from Walkmall, stolen, raped off the yard. There's a lot of them out there that's been raped. Miss Leakey raped off the yard. Got I dude took her, but so what? He didn't get her back. There was two of them that got stolen. One came back. They got that one back, and the other one gone. Okay, Bully, let me see, man. What's that? How y'all feeling this evening? That's his question. The Provocative Bully asked, here's his question. Okay? The Provocative Bully asked, how y'all doing this evening? Okay, I know I'm doing fine. I'm doing dog man fine. I'm doing real good. Thank you. Now, that question really goes out to y'all. Hey, fellas, everybody in the room feeling fine? Can we throw up some elbows right here? I want to make sure everybody in the room feeling fine because we're talking some serious shit. And I'm not being directed to people who don't do dogs. I'm just saying, if you don't do dogs, don't keep acting like you do. That's all. We're talking about that today. And that's what we on today. I'm going to show you why we're talking about that today. And that second criminal element, effectiveness. Remember, I said the element is killing us, right? The underground is underground, and we got too much above the ground. Okay? That's another one. We got the dog thieves, the thieves, the rapers. That's what it feels like when they take your good shit. Good shit. And then you got the systematic, not the puppy pellers, the systematic government. How they had this system plan to learn the dogs, to know the bloodlines, and to attack the head of the snake, to wipe out a whole line so they'll make damn sure y'all can't get your hands on them and fuck them up no more than what you got with you now and still fucking it up. But it's really getting a double blast. Fake ass people in the damn systematic killers just wiping out the lines. Taking the guys to jail. They don't care. Give you a year and kill all your yard. Fuck the time. I'll just kill off a whole bloodline. You got enough people saying the great names of a kennel. That kennel gets busted. They don't give a damn. They're just gonna get the dogs. Whole line gone. We didn't really want him. We wanted this killer's dog. This is line. Okay? And it happens with a lot of these fake ass guys. Y'all sitting around there with all this yakking, and y'all creating a web. Like a shortest web. It's keeping bigger and bigger. And more people getting caught up in the trap. Y'all moving the second elements. Call it the second element. Becomes part of that web. And it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Got these fake ass people, bigger and bigger. Okay, I'm telling you, all this is just piling up. Piling up. What's the last one I said? What's the last one? Oh, the systematic thief, the systematic. Okay, yeah. We ain't gonna even get into the puppy peddlers because that goes a lot to do with the fake people. See, that to me falls in the same line as the fake ass Earl Tudors and you know, Robert Limbs, all y'all that wants to be Bob Limbs so damn bad. Or Maurice Carver. You know what I'm saying? Or P. Sparks with your philosophy of thinking. Like y'all really know. Like y'all really know. Come on, man. How do we tell the difference? How do we tell the difference? How do we know this is a book dog man or a real dog man? I'm gonna tell you how you're gonna know. Because you won't find the real one over there on Yellow John's in them's group. You won't find them real ones doing that. The ones who want to do it be too scared to do it because you got so many of y'all fake ones out there that the barrage will become, the real guys getting the bashing because he done done it. He know what the hell he's talking about. But you got so many other people who don't know what they're talking about beating up on him. You got a bunch of no name, don't know what the hell you talking about, running behind a fake messiah, beating up on somebody who's real as shit. So they're gonna stay their ass home. They ain't gonna get out here and show y'all shit. They're gonna try to preserve what they got. And the whole time they saying, twin, keep it underground, get them underground. The only way you're gonna save the game. But I can't get nobody underground when damn near, more than half are fake. More than half. I'm not saying this room is not made for, it is made for everybody. It can be. I ain't turning away nobody. I'm just telling y'all this room is really made for the ones who want to be real with the shit. The things that I put out there, it sounds totally ridiculous because it's not the normal thing you hear from the actual people out there running their mouth. Half of them don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. The other half may have a bit of a clue because they know a little bit themselves. And only 1% of the real motherfuckers, and they're going to go really battle with me because they already know. The worst thing to do with a real dog, man, is battle with a motherfucker who don't know shit. And the only reason because the mother that don't know shit, he is more capable of getting out there running his mouth all over the place when a real motherfucker be too scared to do that. He don't want to bring that kind of attention. But they betrayed, this is Mr. Preet's car. But they betray in like, they care so much about the welfare of these animals. And all the while, they're out here killing the entire families of the dogs. And he is right. That's what they're doing, Mr. Carr. That's what they're doing. They're using the public. They're literally using the public. Just like the fake people now. Mr. Carr, watch this now. Watch this. See, we got a two-headed snake here. We got them using the psychology of, Oh, we love these dogs. We're saving them. We're saving them. Then you got these fake ass people over here. Let's talk about them. Attacking what's real. Selling what ain't. Portraying something that they're not. Which one's the worst? Which one's the worst? That's the question. We're being guided by more people who's willing to stand out there and act like they know. Educating those who don't know. So those who think they know, because they're talking to somebody, listening to somebody who think they know. I said they think they know, so they're telling y'all something they think they know. And y'all taking it for what it is, and y'all coming back out of there like y'all know. From a person who think they know. So how far is your knowledge gonna go? Man, you done sucked up on somebody who was not even real. Who wasn't even sincere. He sounded good. Probably listened to all the videos. Probably gets around and talk to everybody. But what was his purpose? To gratify, to elevate his yard, to elevate his status? What is it that's drawing y'all into this bullshit? What is it you guys fall for the stupidest shit? Oh, we don't know. Well, guess what? I'll be sitting on my ass and doing this right here until you figure the fuck out. Well, a lot of you guys don't understand something, man. Let me tell you something, man. I'm gonna go in this and I'm gonna just tell you like it is. I don't even care. I really don't. I really don't even care about those guys who talk all that shit and they never felt what it felt like to be standing across from somebody knowing when you step up out of there, you're going to step up out of there a winner or a loser. The gratification, just the excitement of just being there. You know what I'm saying? The understanding of the competitiveness of what your heart and passion is into separates me from all y'all fake motherfuckers. All y'all that think you can stand up there and talk with me and act like you know more than me and all this other shit, y'all can have that shit. I don't care. Because that's what gets your nuts off. Go ahead, scratch them. But when it comes to scratching into me, you better not ever try it. I'm just telling you there's a difference between me and you. Don't ever feel like you that goddamn strong that you can stand there with me unless you're standing on the other side getting the gratification of me standing right there with you. And if you can't do that, then you fake as fuck. And I tell you in your face. Because I'm one of them ones that you don't want to see. Because you ain't ready for those kind of guys. You're not ready for those kind of guys. See, it all comes down to it. But the guys who want to be there and stand over there and they can look me dead in my face, and I've seen many of them, they came in there with the intentions of winning. I don't believe nobody ever walked into that box with the intentions on losing. Every time I roll across one of these guys with a yard full of unregistered dogs flying the papers, don't matter, banner first thing come to mind is dog thief. Dre, thank you for that, bro. Thank you for the super chat. And let me alliterate on what he was saying. He said he goes to these yards, dealing with these guys full of unregistered dogs. Now, what do you mean by unregistered dogs? Oh, because y'all can go over there and take you got a lot of these guys out here just registering dogs. I mean, are they legit? I don't know. I mean, if I'm going to buy a dog and call them registered, let me at least have me an ADBA registered dog. I don't want no groundhog registry. I don't want no down dog registry. You know what I mean? I don't want no here we go already registry. You know what I mean? I don't want no, you know, I don't want to say my boy's name, but I got to say his name. If you're going to go out there and sell your registry, damn it, I'm going to say your damn name if y'all here selling it. The Pope registry, whatever the hell you call it, it's a registry. So when he say unregistered dog, these dogs can be registered. Any one of them kind of things don't make them registered to me. You know, to me, it's an excuse registry. It's an excuse registry because you can't get your shit registered with ADBA. So we're gonna put all that in a category. All right? We're gonna put that unregistered registered shit. Okay? We're gonna put it under the unregistered, but it's registered. Okay? That's all. That's what it is. Because they can't get it. It's an excuse. It's the excuse registry. Because you can't get it registered with the right people. It needs to be registered with. Where the DNA matters. The DNA profile matters. So many of these guys done fucked up their breeds. A lot of these guys can't get their shit over the ADBA. It ain't even y'all fault. Y'all get caught with the shit and now y'all trying to fix it. And you find it's harder than what you think. You know, a lot of you guys are sitting up there with dogs on your yard, you mad as hell. Because you're scratching your head saying, damn, I don't even know the dog is bred like that. You know what you need to be doing? And if you think this is not meant for you, because you ain't gonna do it anyway. But for any real dog man who wanna make sure his shit is right, throw them papers down, put them in the drawer, and go put that motherfucker down, and let that motherfucker, regardless of how he bred, or who he registered with, prove that he's still a bad motherfucker. That's how you fix that shit, bro. When you can get the dog fixes all that bullshit for you. Because now it don't even fucking matter how he fucking bred. Go out there and whoop all the right people. And we didn't even give a damn how he registered and who he registered with, damn it. There's a lot of people gonna see that shit and know it's the truth. And they ain't gonna care. You might be the man that came up out of the damn grass, started out in dirt, grew a yard, a badass dog into the grass, where everybody see you now. And your dog was registered with one of these corny ass kennels. But one thing about it, it wouldn't even matter if he was a bad motherfucker, bro. He was bad and the right people knew he was bad and ain't gonna be nobody but the real people that should know. We gonna keep it quiet and we gonna be over there sneaking. Before all these damn hungry fake ass people start knocking on your door, throwing all that money in your pocket and corrupting your ass, I gotta get to you before you get corrupted. That's how it's working now. Shit, guys don't even gotta work hard now. They just wait a couple weeks and come up with a 3-time winner and spread it on, put it on pairs online and then just flood the internet with the shit. Just flood it. Then as you say something, they, what? And you throw away, oh, I don't know, he retired. I'm just gonna breed him now. Yeah, one of them. See, one of them. Now, I can guarantee you he's gonna make money off them breeds because, you know what? These guys are so influenced so easily. I mean, it's bad when, by talking about somebody, can fill a room. When talking about somebody can bring attraction to the news. By putting an arrow over somebody and say his shit ain't real. And I'm looking at these people saying this shit, right? And guess what, guys? And it's probably a couple of y'all in this room. Them same people that's sitting up there, we want to know. Piling up in the room to get some more news to talk about. Did you see that? Hey, they say you want like making like you, them right there, them very same people. And guess what, y'all? All them fake. All them low bus drivers and riders right there, They're all on one bus. It's called the fake way. It's the fake way. It's called fake it till you make it. They will dog you, a real mud, test your shit, check your shit. And the problem with me is they ain't got no business with no credentials. Why would you even want to answer their questions when they're nothing anyway? Ain't never done shit even on the level to be asking you. So they open their mouth, you come right back with a reply. What? Well, I answer your question, you answer mine. Why should I answer you? Who the fuck are you for me to answer you? How about handling it like that? I know I'm real as fuck. Ask me. Try walking up on my shit. I'm just gonna let it be known. You better be Earl Tudor, Maurice Carver, Alice Brewer, any one of them. All my boys, all my peoples are dead and gone. They better be coming up out of the grave. You better have them kind of credentials when you ask me a question, because if you knew these people I'm talking about, one thing for damn sure, I had to worry about them questioning me or asking me a damn thing. That's what separates me from you fake asses. Okay? Real dog man ain't gonna ask these questions. You fake ass people got all the questions to ask. But I turn it around and I ask you, what do you have? What kind of credentials? Is it even worth me even listening to your question, let alone answering it? I can guarantee you. Guarantee you now. 95% of you assholes are fake. 95. I said 95. Yeah, I tell you what we're gonna do Tuesday. I tell you what we're gonna vote on Tuesday. We're gonna vote on Tuesday. What's the percentage? What's the percentage of what's real and what ain't? We need to ask that question. What do you think, people? Let me do it. 25%. I'm going with 75% of the game is fake. There's too many bloodlines that have been wiped out. And what's left of it is been grown on untested shit. It's been grown on looking better on paper than better on performance. It's been mudded up with the controversies of these fuck-ass pay and play shows. That's what I call them. Fake-ass pay and play shows, because there's no legitimacy and nothing in these shows. But you guys just be out here just beating up on real dog men and get a kick out of that shit, running down in there playing in that trash. You know what I'm saying? It don't have no right. Don't even have the credentials to even ask a real person anything. I'm sorry that they have to go through so much bullshit. So much bullshit. But I hold those responsible. Those responsible I hold are the reason why we are fucked up in this game right now. Because we aren't putting their asses on notice. See, I'm a very smart businessman. So it's not wise to fuck with me anyway. In my attitude, I will piss you off, because when you won't go back and forth with me, I don't never stop scratching. And you ain't nobody got that kind of meat to go with me. I'm not gonna never stop. You will give up, because you're gonna be, I don't want to go back and forth. Then shut the fuck up, because I'm not the one to start the conversation. You will cur. It come down to the bottom line. And the only bottom line that I get gratification out of is shut up and put up. Don't give me an excuse. You get back on over there in that excuse camp. You know that camp, the excuse camp. The ones that have to register their dogs with another registry because they can't get it over there at the ADBA. The ones that want to sit over there and question the real dog, man, because they ain't got shit and ain't done shit, but they feel like they have a right. That's what I call fake shit. That's where all the puppy pellers, all the wannabes, you know what I'm saying? All them hang out together. You won't catch them all together because they're separated in their own little bullshit. This is what's destroying the game. Then when they hit their yard, based on little mistakes that they make, They be the first ones to give up all the shit to the people they talked about. All the people, probably be my name probably be the first name pop up. Twin say he ain't doing that, but I think he is. That's what you would say. All because your little punk ass didn't want to face me anyway. You wanted to get with me, but you just standing in the ground, to even stand on the ground that I'm standing on. Shouldn't have never stepped up that far. There should have been a whole bunch of people that got your ass before you ever got to me. And that's why I knock on my room. There's a whole bunch of enough good dog men in this room that belong here. That they should be crucifying. I don't care what y'all doing in anybody else's room. This is an open pit alley over here. Motherfucker open his mouth asking the right question, you gotta pass. You come up in here trying to ask the dumb question, there's supposed to be a whole lot of people in here going hard on their ass. Because the people that belong here are the real dog, man. This is not meant for none of you fake ass people to learn something. You know what I mean? Because if you ain't using it, how you gonna know how to use it when they call on you to use it? You're not. So you're gonna be one of them ones that's gonna be old P. Sparks that ain't never done a dog but sound like P. Sparks. Ain't never done shit, and they ain't gonna never have a story. Oh, what I did, but what you do it with is what we're gonna be asking, because a person like me, before you even say it to me, why would I answer you? Who are you to ask? And why would I want to give you an answer? We needed a lot more of that, guys. We need a lot more of that. We need a lot more of that for even those who want to sit there and enjoy the damn fiasco. The fiasco. Because to us real dog, man, that shit don't look pretty. It looks like we have to worry about y'all kind of assholes running around exposing us. So quick to throw our name out there on the internet, talking about us when we don't want to be talked about. We the ones doing something. Y'all fuck asses ain't doing nothing. Yes, I'm cussing about it because it's some bullshit. Am I pissed? Yes, I'm pissed. Am I concerned? I'm very concerned. You guys have no right. Y'all don't got shit on your yard. You can't stand there and represent because you ain't got nothing. That's why you can freely stand out here and bash and laugh and pick and run around with a fake Jesus. Bigger clown than the clown that's running the show. Y'all thought. I'm calling all that out. It's spreading like a damn coronavirus around here. COVID. The fake people is goddamn spreading the disease everywhere we turn. We catching it. Dog man sitting at home retired. Having to come out of retirement to defend himself over a bunch of nobodies. So goddamn bad, a bunch of nobodies. I mean, when you got somebody being a nobody and don't mind being a nobody, that's how bad the game is. Who wants to be a nobody? You want to get a kick out of being a nobody? That's your damn fault. Then you enjoy that shit. But don't ever try to bring that nobody shit over here around somebody who feel like they somebody. But keep that shit way off from over there, because the only place that shit work at is over there to them nobodies that you need to be hanging with and continue hanging with. Don't try to bring that to somebody. If you think you're smart enough and bad enough, try it. Just try it. That's all. That's how the game works. Real gonna be real. Real gonna be real. You can't take the real out of real. You can't take the game that's out of dog if we was born with it. That's just bottom line. And I was born with it. Born with it. Born and raised with it. Now, let me go in here, man. The reason why we was talking about this, man, because the situation is getting grim. I mean, it's getting so grim that it's getting serious. And the only reason it's getting serious is because we got too many of you fake ass people gravitating to this stuff, making it worse than it should be. Instead of y'all putting your foot down, really, you turned it into a damn fiasco. A fiasco. The game is not safe for the real. That's why I keep telling you to run to the underground. The Underground Railroad. They didn't stop the Underground Railroad. The Underground Railroad took a whole lot of people to freedom. It did. And why wasn't any fake people ever to get down into that underground? How were they able to stop those dirty ass people from getting down in there and disrupting what they were doing that was successful? I'm gonna tell you why. You ever heard Harriet Tubman carry a gun? You know why she carried that gun? Because she was not gonna let some weak ass trying to be somebody, that one person to get down in there and run back to them people and say, I found it. I found him. That damn nigga over there, I found her. See? She was able to do whatever it took and not accept nothing. Not to answer no question if it didn't deserve an answer. What are you doing with all those black people? When you got white people helping them get away too? Now, how was they able to do that? White people and black people were part of the Underground Railroad. They were able to do it together and let it be successful and didn't let no little crumpy ass nobody get down in there and disrupt their shit. Now, how do you think they did that? Because I'm telling you how. Most of the time, when you know your shit, you don't have to ask a lot of questions. It's when you don't know shit that you start bumping around trying to be something that you're not by asking the question. When you start asking stupid ass questions, then when you know you don't belong here. And I'm pretty sure they kept that pistol for a reason. Because once you got there, you can't go back. You can't take the chance of you going back. Tell them on this. You can't get out of here. You're going to be part of the underground if you ain't going to be laid down here on the ground as a track. We're going to have to run over this because you can't go back. Once we catch you, we can't take the chance of you telling. That's why she carried a gun. There was no turning back once you got into that underground. Couldn't afford to come back. You couldn't go back. She wouldn't let you go back. If you went back, you might tell on them. If you got caught trying to be down there to tell on them, you couldn't go back. Either go to freedom or die right here. That's how they went. So what's underground, you got to stay underground. What's above the ground, you got to let it play out. But it's bad when it's playing out. When it's playing out in the way that it's playing out because nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Nobody is safe from above the ground. It's a sad thing to have to say that, but it's the truth. You know, y'all rather sit back and kiki and laugh instead of stand up and fight. And stand up for the loyalty of those people that deserve to be talked about in a better way than that, especially when they're being talked about by nobody. It's called bringing the news, but is it bringing the news, bringing the truth? But no, it's not. Because what difference does it fucking make? What about your yard? Get off their yard and let's talk about your yard. Nobody wants to say that part. Y'all don't even want to hear that part. Y'all don't like it when we say that. Y'all don't like it when we say, well, I ain't going to answer that question because I don't know who the hell I'm talking to. Are you worthy of getting an answer? Guarantee you a lot of that shit will stop. You know? If it was me and I was really doing dogs right now, I'd be in all these chat rooms writing all y'all names down. Make damn sure that I'm trying to figure out who y'all really are in case y'all ever knock on my door or call my number. Because I'm going to get down to who's out there and who's not, because usually we bump into each other when we playing. And we don't have to be all above the ground to let everybody know where we finding each other at. Usually when you're under the ground, you bump into each other, but everybody's on the same accord. That's why it's very important that when they ask the questions, you better remember who's asking the questions, y'all. Because those who know shouldn't be asking questions. Those who know should know the difference between something that's wrong and ain't real and who's asking the question. If you're real, that throws a flag up. You're supposed to throw that motherfucker away from you. You're not supposed to bring that motherfucker in to prove a point. You're supposed to send that motherfucker on his way. Y'all dragging them all in this shit to argue a point. You're letting people talk like they know something they don't know nothing. And when you go to do a check on them, there's nothing there to check. Nothing. How do you feel when you got somebody beating all over you, and when you go to check them, ain't nothing there? You know what I mean? And got a whole group of people looking at you. Come on now. This is what the game is turning into. It's spreading like the COVID. It's spreading so bad it's spreading into other rooms like it's a joke. And it's only doing it because it's being bombarded by fakeness. Fakeness. We have to have a place for us real people. It's real people. This is our room. This is the room of the real. Even if you want to be real, you got a better chance. You got a better chance wanting to be real by being here. All right? We're telling you everything, but it ain't meant for you to go take it and go bash the next person like you know something because you've been in here. I can't understand how you can come in my room and pick up all this good shit and then go out there and sit there and let them disrespect the game in a way. It just proves that you don't know shit and you don't belong here. You don't belong here. Because it's a misjustice and it's a disrespect. It's disrespect to what you're doing with the information I'm giving you. And it's a disrespect to the people that you go out there and grow on because you got everybody flocking to you because you sound like you know what you're talking about, but you ain't being about it. Talking about it, but you ain't being about it. And that's enough to get you the attention you want to gratify yourself, to call yourself a dog man. Then I blame you too. You are the fault. You will be the snitch to bring this game down. You either destroy it with the disrespect, the lack of loyalty, because you never have shit to build shit with. You're tearing all the good shit down to build with what? To build up a goddamn dog game full of bullshitters, liars, and fake ass people, and wannabes, and nobodies. Back in the day, that's right. Back in the day, those was weak people. I don't know what y'all call them now because they got damn more strength than Trump. They speak the lie and can run with the lie and they're getting away with it. And that's your fault. Your fault. And I'm sorry to see that it's getting us that way. You know? I mean, there used to be a time, man, where, you know, a friendly disagreement resulted in numbers. You know, like picking a lottery, 46, 38, 32. Shit. Okay, go pay me some lottery numbers. You want to help me pick some numbers? I got a couple good numbers. You want a couple of my numbers? I got 38, 34. You know what I'm saying? I got 42. I got 58. You know what I mean? Them the numbers I'm playing at the lottery. You want to play with me? Do you want to play with me? Okay, that's how you get shit done. See, in the real dog game, y'all don't know nothing about that shit, though. No, you scary asses, you don't know nothing about that. Okay? But this keeping it real, in the real world. See, there is weights out there. And they're not weights. They're not weights. They're lottery picks. Those are the numbers that I use when I play the lottery. I'm trying to tell you my numbers. You want to use my numbers? Huh? Do you want to use my numbers? You getting me? Okay. All right. See, this is the difference between being in a real dog man's room compared to a fake one, because you're going to never hear this coming out of a fake ass room. You're here now because how many of y'all going to go out there and run that line? I know a lot of y'all are going to run it if you need to use it. It's only there to be used by the real. It ain't meant for the fake shit. All right? Because when you start doing that, boy, you find yourself doing some shit, you're going to get yourself in trouble. Don't be fake playing that game. It'd be hard for you to be sitting there telling a popo, oh, I just got it from Twin. You know, he just had just play this game like this. And, you know, I was just trying to be a dog, man. I wasn't really trying to do nothing. I was just bragging. I was just bragging. I was really doing nothing. I just go on these things and listen to people and walk around here and act like I'm a dog, man. That's all. I don't really do dogs. Yeah, but I can tell you about Jimmy and down the street. Yeah, I was out there with him the other night. Yeah. Yeah, them kind. Mm-hmm. That's y'all. Let me see how many in here. See how many in here? Dog man, look to your left, look into your right. Everybody look behind you. Make sure if we got any imposters in here. I don't want nobody taking notes. They ain't got no business taking notes. What y'all see? Yes, today is that day, y'all. Yeah, Twin is on some shit. I'm on some shit. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm on some shit. Yes, I am on some shit. I'm going to tell y'all why here in just a second. Homeboys. I'm going to tell y'all why in just a second. I just had to show y'all this. Back in my hometown, back in the news. Yeah, let's go over this, y'all. Hold on. Got a question. Balls deep, AK the crippler. What's up, baby? You know what I wish is that people who ask their dogs to get down, that they had to get down and knuckle up first. Separate the real from the fake. That's just real talk. Thanks for keeping it real, twins. Ah, but balls, the crippler. I'm gonna call you the crippler. Okay? The crippler say, if your shit ain't real, he knocking your ass the fuck out. The crippler say, look, we knuckle up first. We knuckle up like the dog first. I can't tell whether you real or not. Well, let me see if you ready to go. If you ready to go, your dog ready to go. I know we ain't gonna waste no time. Okay, we cool. We can do this. And that's what a fake one to do. A fake one to get right up there and act like this right here. Jump out there and get ready like you're gonna do something. And then be like this. I think I lost my contact. I can't see. I think I broke my finger. He's gonna come up with 19,000 reasons why. 19,000 reasons why he can't. And crippler, that's the one you knock the fuck out. I can guarantee you, you can go ahead and hit him, he ain't gonna do nothing. He just got himself in a situation because he got himself around a real person, a real dog man. And he can't show he ain't. They'll take it all the way to the edge. You see how they doing these other shows? They ain't real worth a damn, but they'll go right up and they'll go toe to toe with a real dog man and everybody in there right with them. All right? But as soon as you go to picking lottery numbers, oh shit. Yeah, he was running with you. Yeah. As soon as that thing come down, they're going to play that number. Every time we get ready to come to this and get to that point, oh shit. Every time he come with his dog, all of a sudden he pulling that motherfucker in. Let me go on back to my car. You see what I'm saying? This is what we playing with out here, y'all. It's a fucking joke. What I call them, jokes. Jaspers. I'm not talking about anybody. Don't be running around. Because you know I didn't use that Jasper word before. I'm not putting this and tagging no names. Because there's more than this one person out here playing this role. There's more than just one person out here playing that role. There's a lot of y'all that learn that role and out here playing it yourself. So don't be trying to tag my words to one person when it's being tagged to a whole bunch of y'all asses. All right? First time I hear that bullshit, I'm going to be going the hell off. Because I really don't care how you take my words. But take them right and use them right. If you fit the category, then you ride it and you roll on it. You wear it. If you don't, then shut the fuck up. Because most real dog man ain't going to say shit anyway. They're going to say, Twin, you right. Only them big mouth motherfuckers that want to talk. Them the ones you better watch out for. That's why there's not too many real dog men jumping out here getting on nobody's air now. And you ain't gonna catch your active dog man out here amongst you grumpy ass wannabes. They're smart enough to leave y'all the hell alone. I wouldn't even embarrass myself into bringing those type. You know? There could be a time back in the day where we can write articles in the journal and didn't have to worry about nobody blasting us. Acting like a motherfucker. Because we knew how to keep our history. Once there's the event, it's over. It's part of the history. I don't know when it happened. I don't even know when it took place. I don't even know who was there. I'm only going by the information I got, that it was a factional, wasn't factional, it was a fictional event. A good story. It don't come factional until one of you sorry asses tell and make it fact. I didn't know you knew something I didn't know. So it won't be me telling on nobody. It won't be me because I published something, a story. It'd be that person who knew the truth and decided to go out there and tell on somebody to make it a factual event. Called her. You got called and you curved. That's what we call you. Right? I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Look at this shit, y'all. Let me show you some shit. Look at this. Look at that. Akron man gets arrested on dogfighting charges after the feds, 15 pit bulls from 2 homes. Y'all, they took more than that from my house. One house. I don't know if y'all can see it or read it. All right, but I'm going to try to read it. But if you don't know how to read, then y'all can enjoy me reading it. All right. It says Akron, Ohio. An Akron man faces federal charges after the agents seized 15 dogs from his home, where they found bloody training equipment and evidence of a dogfighting ring. Ronald Smith, 39, is charged with dogfighting, drug dealing, and possessing guns with a felony record in a 22-count indictment unsealed on Thursday in federal court in Akron. U.S. Marshals arrested Smith on Tuesday. He is scheduled for arraignment Wednesday in front of a U.S. District Judge. John Adams. Court records do not list any attorney for Mr. Smith. We're going to go back on here and talk about Mr. Smith for a little bit, y'all. But we're going to talk about what happened to Mr. Smith. They took 15 dogs off. They didn't say the county. They didn't say Humane Society or the SCPA, whatever they call themselves. They said the feds. The feds. Dog charges, federal dog charges from the feds. With some drug charges. Now let's think about it, y'all. Let's think about it. Let's talk about Mr. Ronald Smith. Let's talk about Mr. Ronald Smith. Do we need to go a little deeper in this shit? Okay, just before we get any deeper. Who believes Ronald Smith is down for the cause? Huh? If you believe that Ronald Smith is going to be down for the fraternity, throw me some muscles. I just want to count a couple of them muscles. Go to the chat room. Before we even get to finishing this, let's talk about Ronald Smith. We don't know him. We know the feds went up in his house, got him with some drugs and some guns and some dogs. We know that much. Now the feds got him now. The feds. What you think we doing this weekend with? Do you think he's sitting there? Or do you think he's sitting there trying to save his ass? Remember that conversation I told you? Well, they're going to get him with the dog charges, but all this dope charges going to disappear. We just talked about that shit, right? Let's talk about it again now. Now we got somebody to talk about. Because we don't know, right? Is Ronald Jones a threat or is he loyal? For those who believe he's loyal, don't know him, under the circumstances, what do you think? The average dog man. Is he real? Can he stay real? Well, let's find out. Keep it going. I'll give you some more. Federal agent. Mic check. Mic check. All right, fellas, I'm gonna go back in case you missed it, all right? I'm gonna start right here where I'm at. It says federal agents in April and May searched Smith's home, one on Foot Street and one on Herman Avenue. And they found dogs and dogfighting equipment according to the indictment. Along with 15 dogs, the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administrative agents found a motorized treadmill designed for dogs, including one that featured a live caged rabbit sat in front of the treadmill. I mean, they found the damn rabbit still sitting in front of the damn treadmill. Is that what they're trying to tell us? They're trying to tell us that there's a little contraption in front of the treadmill with the rabbit still in it. It's hard to believe. Or is it a media blow up? Investigators said the rabbit acted as bait for the dogs to chase during training. By law, they call that baiting. Smith possessed performance-enhancing drugs for the dogs and medication to treat the dog's injuries, according to the court records. He also had numerous breaking sticks used to beat dogs during training for fights. Remember that, y'all? They said they used the breaking sticks used to beat dogs during the breaking sticks. But here's the other stupid part. The sticks were splintered with blood and had teeth marks on them, according to the court records. Now, do y'all really think a prosecutor is going to use the beat thing with the breaking sticks, y'all? Do y'all really think it's only good for the public? Okay? It doesn't make sense to us dog people. It's like way out there in left field, right? It's way out there in left field. Beat the dog with the breadsticks, but at the same time, now we got blood and splinters with teeth marks in it. Okay? Just think about that. Splattered blood. Splattered blood on the stick. Splattered blood on the stick with teeth marks, okay? Us as real dog people out here, only the real understand the beat part. The beat, oh my God. But to the unknown eye, the person who don't really know, you know what I mean? And there's some guys who ain't never even used a breaking stick in this room on their dog. It's probably sitting there picturing, you know, how do you beat the dog with the stick? How do you do it? Like they didn't miss something. Like, somebody need to teach me that. I don't know nothing about that part. Okay? Funny, but it's true. I bet you somebody in this room thought like that. All right. Investigators also found a heavy metal dog chains in the home. The dogfighting ring was set up at Smith home on foot, just east of East Boulevard, according to court records. Okay, I ain't gonna read off the woman's name and all that. We're just gonna say the Humane Society of Greater Akron said her organization took in the first 6 dogs seized. She said the dogs were thin, had open wounds and scars. All were thin and not well fed, and they lived in deplorable conditions. He hustled so hard he couldn't even take care of his dogs right. He done one of them in the yard and grab his shit, and they took pictures of all that craziness, and it's gonna times 4 times 5 the way they put it out here to the public to get the public view like they want to go and take this man and hang him. These dogs all had nice dispositions, but they sure had a rough life. A rough life. I'll say this lady, whoever this is, said the U.S. Marshals later came back and took custody of those dogs. The marshals stepped up. Give me them damn dogs. They want the dogs now, along with the other dogs. U.S. stepped in, snatched up the dogs. Smith is also accused of conspiring to distribute fentanyl, a fentanyl analog, and oxycodone. He also is accused of possessing 3 firearms. Now remember, y'all, take note. Take note. Remember, we just got done talking about it. We got him with guns, got him with fentanyl, and we got him for dog fighting. All right? Remember that. Yeah, this is all recent. So he's sitting in jail. He's sitting in jail. He is barred from possessing a weapon because of numerous felony convictions. Numerous felony convictions. Numerous. One, including burglary, aggravated assault, drug possession, and heroin trafficking. It is the first federal drug fighting charges out of Akron since 2014. 2014, when police and FBI agents busted a nationwide ring based on Cordova Avenue and arrested 47 people, including several who ended up charged in federal court. If you're from Akron, we know who these people are. I know who they are. The ringleader. I'm not going to say his name, but you can read his name. He was sentenced to 4 years in prison. 4 years. 2 in state prison and 2 in federal prison for organizing and hosting the fights in his home, which drew spectators. Now, he drew spectators from 6 states. So you know, it's a baby convention. All the right people there. Oh, we're not done with this part. Yeah, we're gonna look into that part next, okay, fellas? I just wanted to bring y'all up to this point. This is the first what they considered dogfighting ring in Akron since 2014. When Akron back then, they was hosting a damn convention. They didn't get busted on a drug deal, or they didn't get busted for drugs. They got busted for fighting dogs. This guy, he gets busted for drugs, then they find the dogs, but they got to bring up the dog fighting thing for the whole sake of fooling the public. Now, the dog fighting thing in 2014 was definitely a dog fighting thing. This thing right here ain't no dog fighting thing. This dude got busted for selling drugs. And they went back there and they got all this dog shit. And remember what we talked about. If you've been paying attention, because I'm coming to the end of the show towards this part right here, because I'm going to finish it out, reading what happened in 2014. Where the sponsor, the host, got 2 years state, 2 years federal for fighting dogs. All right? Remember that. Now let's go check it out. We're going to go check that out. All right? If you have any questions before I leave here, please bring them up, because I'm getting ready to leave this area. We're going to head somewhere else. If you got anything related to this case that I'm talking about right now, please go ahead and put it out there, because I'm here to answer any questions, or we can go back before I get too far away from it. All right, y'all. This is 2014. Damn, it look the same, don't it? This is 2014, November 17, 2014. Okay, before I go into the story here, they got some pictures of some of the dogs. So we're going to click on them. They got them all in cages too, y'all. Look at this. One of the 8 pit bulls rescued at the dog fighting raid in Akron. If anybody in Akron, y'all see him, right? And here's another one. He's one of the 8 dogs they took during the raid. Here's another one. He's one of the dogs they took during the raid. Here's one. Take a closer look at it. Look like he ate up, huh? Yeah. He's one of the dogs they took during the raid. He's standing up pretty good, looking good though. He ain't hurt all that. He's standing up. He's one that took during the raid, but that dog looks familiar. Oh, y'all can't really see. I seen that red dog. Yeah. Yeah, that dog looked familiar. That looked like Texas Pete. Mm-hmm. He don't look like he all chewed up, but yeah. Look like old Pete had a little chew up, but he don't look like he had to work long, because he's standing up looking all fine. These stories like this, y'all, when they bought right after this little move right here, y'all, they was bringing Pete out the house and right into the police. It was right after this show, right? These two right here, Texas Pete, and this 2-time winner who quit quick. That's why he's standing there looking beat up. But he's standing. He quit. And as they was walking out, they walked into a raid. Texas Pete was the first one they got their hands on, walked right into their arms. Not a nice picture of him. But you see, they parked him, they took him quick, because he was the dog that they was the first one that came in contact with. You see, they got him shoved in a car, backseat of a car. Not like these. They ain't got word he was special. Yeah. Ain't gonna see no other picture like that. Not no other picture. And they knew who they had. And what made him so special, I don't know. But that means somebody was talking. Here's one. Here's the backyard. Oh, nice old backyard. The concession stand was set up for a dog fight. Oh, yeah. Oh, look, he had a nice boat. Yeah, he had a nice boat. The boat named it Thirsty Dog, set outside the garage where the police said the dog fights were being held. That's the Thirsty Dog. Dried and fresh blood lined a ring used for dog fighting, police say. This area right here was used to wash the dogs off after the fight. Yeah, pretty fresh, right? Yeah, they had just rinsed him off. He was walking out of the place when they nabbed him. Looks like pretty fresh blood, like somebody had washed him off. You don't get that kind of blood on the floor when you sitting up there bathing the dog before a show. You get that after you go in there and wash him off. You see it clear as day right there. They make nice pictures of that to make damn sure that when they got them boys walking out in that towel, he walked right into Texas Pete, walked right into the police, y'all. Didn't ever have a chance. Several vehicles were seized during the investigation. Several had dog cages built inside of them. Okay? It's showing the yard. Nice yard. There's nothing wrong with the yard. Here's the bullshit here. Drugs were thrown to the ground during the raid. Look, they taking pictures of drugs on the ground. They're taking pictures of collars. What's wrong with that? These chains and other items was used to train the dog. We walk dogs every day in this kind of equipment. You know, they found weed in the house. You know, they found weed in the house, all right? There's a picture of a broken down box. It says, a disassembled dog fighting ring has dried blood on the sides, okay? This is the police putting all your business in the street when they catch your ass. Making news. Look, they got the pit up. That's the pit wall right there. They see it. Look at them. They put this out here in the paper for everybody to see. They want y'all to see it on the internet. They had it all on the news. And sling the man's name around like it's a everyday name. So there's no doubt that, you know, the man's name was being thrown all over the news. You know, it's sad to say, but it's just a bad situation that got even worse. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go back up. Got a cage. Oh, look at that lump of cash right there. Cash was thrown to the ground during the raid. Damn right, I wouldn't have been one to get caught with that money on me. Not at all. I mean, they drop a lump of change out there. Throwing money and drugs on the ground, okay? Now, I'm gonna go back up here and let me get to the story here. I want y'all to see the story. This is 2014. Dried and fresh blood from the Pitbulls lined the ring, police said in an Ackerman used to host his dog fights. A concession stand outside sold hot dogs and refreshments. after police raided the home Saturday using a armored truck. They found about $30,000 scattered throughout the yard and 8 pit bulls, 6 ready to fight, and 2 bloody dogs inside the ring, which is not true. About 100 Akron police officers, 2 SWAT teams, and the Summit County Sheriff deputies participated in the raid. And they putting his address out there, and it uncovered the largest dog fighting bust in recent history. And all 47 people were arrested from 5 states. From 5 states, investigators found 15 marijuana plants inside the home, seized more than $51,000 total, 11 vehicles, and 2 guns. All 47 are charged in Akron Municipal Court. Bonds have been set at $10,000 to $100,000. $10,000 to $100,000 bonds, y'all. It's horrifying to see a dog ring with blood all over it, and all these people bringing dogs and money to watch. It makes you so mad, it's sickening. I don't think a 4th-degree felony is enough. But it is. Akron police said they found training equipment inside a long metal storage shed along the side of the home, including treadmills, thick chains attached to pulleys that were used to hang a dog in order to strengthen his jaws. You understand that part. 2 of the dogs were fighting when the raid began. Both suffered injuries during the fight, including at the beginning when 2 people stabbed the dogs in order to get them ready to fight. If you ever heard of something so fucking ridiculous. I'm going to show you what it did say that. I didn't misread it. 2 of the dogs were fighting when the raid began. Both suffered injuries during the fight, including at the beginning when 2 people stabbed the dogs in order to get them ready to fight. Now, y'all know that it's some bullshit. And if anybody know, we're going to pull up Texas Pete. We're going to pull him up. But they're going to tell me that y'all stabbed Texas Pete to get him ready for a fight? Y'all going to believe that bullshit? That's like some of the shit that y'all hear out here on the internet. That's the kind of shit that you hear when people in these different rooms want to come up with some shit. Now, somebody will take this story and be like, Texas Pete wasn't going. They had to stab him. It said it in the news. They had to stab Texas Pete to get him to go. He was going when they went in there. All lies. It's the fact that you saw the pond in the room where they washed the dogs. That clearly was blood on there. It clearly was blood on there. So, and then on top of that, how they know somebody had to stab some damn dog to see him go? Where'd that come from? It came from somebody in the show running their damn mouth. That means you already got a talker. Because the police didn't say they saw it. So that's a hell of a long stretch. And then, by the way, when they ran up in there, they didn't never run up in there. They actually ran into them. As they was coming out, they was coming in. They didn't find nothing in the box. It was already over with. The old boy, did you see him standing there? The 2-time winner? Yeah, he quit. Yeah, he was one of the homeboys from right there. He had a 2-time winner. Pete went in there and smashed him. I think it went like 40-something, but it was in good order, and they got jammed coming out. Had already washed what he could wash off, and then he was leaving and putting him up. He walked right into the police's hand as they was hitting the spot. All right? Let me see here. Oh, there's more. All 8 were taken to the Humane Society. They received treatment, but Knight said they may be unable to rehabilitate because of the training they received. But one damn thing for sure, y'all, 6 states, including Ohio, you know, there was some bulldogs there. We got Texas Pete up in there, and believe me, he was definitely one to be up in there. So he was there. There's a lot of other great ones there. A lot of other great dogs were there that night, guys. Texas Pete wasn't the only great one. He was the most well-known one. But there were some good dogs that got taken that night. I'm pretty sure you see those pictures of some good dogs. And other dogs had names. Officers, here we go, the investigation. Officers received tips about possible dog fighting at the home. They learned of the possible fight Saturday and sent detectives to conduct a surveillance. The entrance to the property is situated at the dead end part of the street, butting up against Interstate 77. This made outside surveillance very tough, very difficult. Akron police obtained permission from a judge to raid the home on Saturday. Officers waited until the yard in the street filled with cars before descending on the home. They was plotting them already. Somebody told them. Somebody told on them and they was waiting on them. That means somebody told on them before the party ever started. Before the party ever started. That's why it's not good to be bashing people. Making them mad because they can't come. You ain't got no credentials to come. But you gonna leave the snitch out there because he mad he can't come in. They don't want him there. Too many good dog men there. You got a nobody who can't get in. Probably ain't never done a dog. Got mad because he couldn't get in. No, it wasn't that. You know, the conversation is, you know, was it a setup by the host? No. Because if I'm a setup, why am I going back to jail? No, he didn't set him up. It definitely wasn't the host to set him up. You know, he got his part at the end here. We ain't got to the end of this. But we'll talk about the beginning of this. The beginning of this says somebody called the popos and told on these guys before they ever even started. They was already posseing up on a possible dog show because somebody gave them the ups that quick. Most of the time it happens from a disgruntled. And most likely it's a disgruntled. And when real dog mans come together, you become obsolete. We don't want to fill the room up with a bunch of obsoletes. See, this is where y'all nobodies get mad at us because we don't want y'all there. You don't have enough credentials or enough accolades behind your ass when it comes to the dogs for real dog man that want you to get in unless you under his wing. And if you ain't under his wing, then you one of these old internet dog men that got mad because you was doing more talking on the internet and you wanted to see a great one so you couldn't get in, so you busted on the ass. Whoever it was. Probably how the story went. The home is surrounded by fencing, including one side that has an electric fence, police said. When they burst through the gates and raided a two-car garage in the backyard, they found 2 pits fighting. People scattered when officers burst into the garage. The fence, however, kept most of the people there inside the fence. They were all blocked in. It was a zoo. People were running everywhere and throwing money and drugs to the ground. Police eventually caught 47 people, including one who ran around the block, but was eventually caught. Based on what they found at the home, the dog fighting regularly took place there. He said police are unsure how long fights have been going on there. That's what's scary. Looking at the setup, it seems like they have been having it there for a long time. In spite of the metal shed, they found equipment for weighing the dogs and cleaning them after the fights. They also had an area set up for bedding inside the shed. Inside the ring setup, the garage, they found 2 prodding tools that look like knives. Both have blood on them. Several cages were set up in the backyard. Some of the vehicles found inside the yard had special cages to transport their dogs. It's up there with child molesting, dog fighting. I don't think you'll find anyone on the side of the dog fighters. 2 people pulled into the home driveway on Monday and left about 15 minutes. They're talking about somebody. We ain't getting into all that shit. 2 neighbors say they never noticed anything going on at the home. And they had no idea. The old lady she's speaking on it, she's been there 27 years. Said the guy been a good neighbor. He's been a great neighbor. No, had no idea. They said he minded his own business. He didn't bother nobody. But somebody told on him. You know how them haters be? It be the nobodies that always act like they want to be somebody because you won't let them be somebody. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody giving all them props. And tell you something. You heard what the outcome was. Y'all heard what the outcome was. All that, y'all. 47 people. Dog fighting in motion. He gets 2 years, down to 51,000, weed, drugs, and guns. His house. This ain't nothing about confiscating the boat. They just said he did 2 years in state and 2 years in feds. What happened to the other 47? Well, they had to go. There was a couple of them that went to trial. Can't go down into the Pacific, but I can tell you they had people getting on the stand and testifying against them. Yes, they did. Funny part about it, the real funny part about this shit, y'all, in the story, y'all, is, and this is where the thief part comes in. If a lot of Akron people know about what happened to Grand Champion Art. A lot of us know what happened to Art. A lot of us up there in that area know who stole Art. A lot of us up in that area know what they did with Grand Champion Art. But here's the thing that y'all need to know now. The same person who took Art, Grand Champion Art, the same person who took Grand Champion Art, testified in the case. He testified in the case. Yes. The man who went and stole Grand Champion Art, took and abused the poor dog, ended up killing him, is the same piece of shit, got his raggedy ass on the stand and testified. Testified. Known dog man too, y'all. We know him. But in the outcome, you want to go back further out, there's more to this story. Well, long before this part of it, long before 2014, there was some other shit that went down that'll bring you up to why he got 2 years over here and 2 years over there. With all that shit in prior cases. That's right. That's right. Did he get charged for the drugs? No, he's a felon. Did he get charged for the guns? It's his house. Did he get charged for the drugs? Did he get charged for the money? His house. 2 and 2. 2 and 2. Okay? Yet, a lot of guys went to trial. Some of them pleaded out, a lot of them didn't. And you would believe, you know, that one that then told everything about how much, you know, that it was a whole story. They had the whole rundown. They know how much they paid to get in. They know how much they paid to get by the food. They know how much everything, they knew everything that went on by the time it got to trial. They knew every step that was made. How much they charged to get in, who was taking the money here, what they was talking about inside, how the first show took place, how the whole procedure went. The whole thing was literally written out. You got one witness that never got out there and you could never see his face, but we know who the witness was, the 2 and 2 guy. That was almost obvious when you got somebody sitting there explaining to him how everything was running, how this thing was set up, how they were able to bring 47 people from 5 different states to Ohio to that little corner house in the back of the damn street. Now, who know that better than the organizer himself? 2 and 2. 2 and 2. All right? Not the only case. You need to go back a little further to understand how important that 2 and 2 case was. And why it was understood why 2 and 2 could never put his face on the stand, but he could sit there and explain everything and everything from square one to square zero. Something to think about, guys. Something to think about. Some guys got some serious time, some didn't, but it still boiled down to what's the worst is you're gonna get 2 years for dogfighting. What happened to the drug charges? What happened to the conspiracy, the money, the laundering, the RICO, the boat, the house? Huh? What that tell you? The dog men really know this, and we the ones that take that risk in all those years that we were playing this game, that stood out and took that risk, and a lot of us took a headshot when we wasn't doing anything wrong. But doing what we do wasn't bothering nobody, and we still get blasted and get treated, flung our names all over the TV screens, talking about they're gonna throw us away. Got people all on the comments wanting to hang me and tar and feather me and all that other bullshit just for doing something I wanted to do. You story something I love, but you want to make it like I hated my shit because they lie and they build it up. You heard it. Can you believe what you read? Hell no. Not at all. Understand where I'm coming from, gentlemen. Remember where I started this off today at. And look where I'm finishing at. I'm repping my town. I'm repping where I'm from. And I'm telling y'all what's going on there and where it's at. Yes, we became a mecca for great ones because we had great ones there. We had got the reputation of having great dogs and great shows. So anybody who thought I was bullshitting when I talked about the act right, and how when I came from North Carolina and landed there in Akron, and ran into Mr. Pope, and Mr. Pope was only a person who could read that pedigree and talk that shit. And when I grew past him, because he wasn't getting me nowhere, because I found, like I said, there's a whole lot of fakes in the gates. And we got to get past all the fakes to get through the gates. You know, never took nothing away from the man teaching me how to do the papers. I'm an expert because I was taught by an expert. But when it came to doing what was real and what was meaning more to me, the competitors of the game, he didn't fit that platform, nor did he fit that profile. And maybe I made a mistake for ever introducing the game to this dude. Because in the end, when I was trying to explain to everybody, hey, y'all hear me telling y'all asses, you know, he's my homeboy, but I tried to tell y'all, the game them nobodies, you wasn't listening. That's what y'all get for not listening, because you're nobodies. If you was a somebody, you would have never got. That just showed me how many nobodies run in a pack. Glorified or nothing, because you didn't know shit. Try to tell y'all asses. But y'all don't listen to nothing real because y'all not real. And we have to do something about that, guys. We cannot continue letting the fakes run this. We cannot let the fakes tear down. It will not happen in this room. It will not happen in this room, because if you're going to be in this room, it's going to take you to be real. And don't whine to me about the fucking risk. Because if you in this room, we understand that when we stepped up in here. I understood it and accepted that when I sat down and hit this chair to give y'all everything I ever done. And how and why I did it. So if you real, you don't need nobody telling you the risk. You don't need to hear nobody try to tell you shit. Because what you doing, they want to do it, but they can't because they ain't got the heart you got. They don't have the passion and the love that you got. That's what separates us from the fake. The fake can sit back and enjoy the knowledge like it's God coming from heaven reading the Bible to us. Sucking it all in for every minute to just hope like hell the actual opportunity for you to be in a position like I was taking it when I was playing. Remember, I'm just like y'all. I didn't really know much, but I gravitated because I gravitated in a position that I was around the greats. Wasn't nobody telling Twin he couldn't come in. Because Twin came in, don't know what the hell he doing, but Twin, all he had to do was pull out some papers and go, this is how I read, I don't know, and oh shit. Then the rest was me learning how to put that shit down and making sure that motherfucker was just as good as them papers said he's supposed to be. They ain't telling me he's supposed to be a bad motherfucker, and I was taking the shit showing them they was bad motherfuckers. That's how I worked. That's how I started getting in. I got in because it wasn't hard for them to see that I was not a fake. It was easy for them to see that I was in it to win it. And I got to enjoy it. So ain't nobody gonna ever take that glory from me. And you sure ain't gonna never walk it and talk it unless you do it. For those who ain't never had that opportunity or that thrill or that competitiveness to win and win some good ones, be a part of something great, be a part of something that made history, yeah, that's all me. And it's all because I was not fake. Because I wasn't fake and I was real, I was accepted amongst the greats. And mentor amongst many great ones. It was bad enough to get out there and do it my damn self. And turn around, not only did I do it, I raised, bred, and did my own shit. You can hate all you want. I have a going hard line. Fuck it. All you haters don't like it because you ain't got one. Any real dog man respect it, then you respect it like you respect everybody else who made history and made something and factored into the game. And even if it was that much for me, it's honorable. That much for me. And that's a lot of honor for me. A lot of honor. And I'm trying to turn around here and turn it right around and give it right out here to y'all. Flinging it like flowers. Ain't charging y'all shit. Pointing out shit, trying to teach you something. But at the same time, I'm being a complete asshole, being a straight out dog, man. Don't care how your fucking feelings feel when it comes to me snapping on your ass. If you ain't meant to be in here, get the fuck out. Because we scratch up in here. If you don't like nobody scratching into your ass, get the hell out the room, Kurt. That's how this room go. If you're going to be a quiet Kurt, then enjoy yourself here and come out that Kurt shit. You might have a whole lot of gameness in your heart. You've just been hanging around too many curves. You might want to have some great shit. You might even have some great shit. But you're being overwhelmed by curves. You're safe in here, curves. Because if you got a heart, we're going to give it to you. We're going to put enough in you that maybe you want to check yourself, and maybe you ain't a curve. Maybe you ain't a curve. Maybe you got more to you than what you think you do. Stop being afraid. Her. Be about it. Any way you can be about it, you got to go do it. And respect those who's already set the pattern. Respect those who already made history. Respect those who already made a mark. Until you have your opportunity to do that, you don't do nothing but respect it. Because when it becomes your turn and you do it, you should be able to get the same fucking respect. Honor, integrity, respect. That's what it's all about. That's our fraternity. Yes, we're getting busted. Yes, they're wiping out our lines. Yes, we're being invaded by all the goofies. Yes, we're being put down by nobodies. Yes, we feel like we have to answer to somebody who is not even worthy to get an answer. But why do we feel like we're forced to do that? Because they carry the masses of nothings along with them? Fuck that. You take all that nothing ass shit that they got as a platform and a walk behind and keep that shit right over there where they at. And act just like the Underground Railroad. You get your ass stuck over here, I'm not letting you go because I don't want you to go tail. Remember that. They ask questions, they already got a problem. Because if they knew, they wouldn't say a damn word. If they asking, better ask, standing over here with me, you might get an answer. If you come out over there and bring your ass over here and ask me a question, you might get cussed out. Don't get mad if I do. Don't get mad at me if I do. Because you was not meant to be here asking them cur-ass questions in my fucking room. There's a whole bunch of these other rooms you can go play in. Don't come in this one. And that goes for a whole bunch of you guys that want to stand with the going hard thing, run with it, respect it, show your love for me because I'm doing what I'm doing. Then y'all should stand up and fight for this room like you fight for your dog. We should not be able to let these people corrupt this room. I don't care about nobody else's room. They gotta handle their house. But this is my house. My house say we protected. All hands on deck don't mean just me and my brother. I mean everybody who wants to be like me, everybody who is me, and everybody who's got the passion in me, stand with me and get rid of this shit. You want to hang out with that shit? Don't bring your ass over here. We're going to start calling you on it. I'm going to put mediators up in this room. These mediators is going to be making damn sure that we got real dog men in here. Don't get mad if you've been in here from the start and you can't get in, or you say something stupid and you get straight put the fuck out. Don't even worry about it because I'd rather have nobody in here than have a bunch of nobodies in here that's in here. Did you hear me? Now, if y'all believe in what I'm saying, y'all feel what I'm saying tonight. Y'all with me on what I did tonight.
Thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Muscles, muscles, muscles.
Scratch them, baby. Scratch.
Roses, roses. Get 'em, Mo.
Give me some music, Mike. Look at fellas. It looks like it's gonna be a good short night, but I mean, look, y'all, I ain't go 3 hours. I almost scratched for 3 hours. I'm not far from it, but by the time the music get done bumping, it'll be up there. But look at fellas. I had a good time showing y'all this. It's a bad time to have to show you this, but we got to start facing reality. We got to start facing reality. There's too much of this shit going on out here, guys. And see, the only thing I can do is say I'm on the Underground Railroad. I am the Underground Railroad. All right? Once you get in here, feel safe. Feel safe because I gotta have, we got to have protection. And for those who come in with the wrong answers, we got to put them out, but we got to lock them down, though. We got to beat them up before we send them out. We got to beat them up to make sure they either don't come back or it's not safe to open your mouth. We cannot keep on letting this patent play shit infect the game while they're out here killing off whole bloodlines. They're telling the people that they're trying to attack, the people who has produced this shit. They want to systematically destroy the bloodlines of these great dogs. And they're not finding them on y'all nobody yards. They're not finding them on the guy who's not doing anything with his shit. He got the same bread shit just like I got. They don't want him because they know he ain't doing shit. He's just feeding his dogs and acting like he's Earl Tudor. They know. It's this other dude over here that everybody talking about, smashing shit. They gonna know who you are if you got a good one. They're gonna know who you are. So respect the game, guys, and appreciate the fact that you are who you are, and that's real to me. If you're real to me, then you're real to yourself, then I love you like you my brother. If you don't know and you want to know, at least be real about it. Don't fall into that sucker world and come your ass over here and think you're going to be in my world. It won't work. Like oil and water, we're going to split. And you're going to be mad at me because I'm not flowing with the flow because I ain't going to never flow with that bullshit. All right? Don't pick on me, you won't get bit on. Don't pick on me, you won't get bit on because I'll bite like a motherfucker. And I ain't got time for shit to be playing with. So respect that, and I respect that out of everybody in this room, whether you know what you're doing or you don't. You're here and you deserve that respect out of me. But you're going to give it, and you're going to give it to not just me, but you're going to give it to anybody in this room, to somebody. And those guys who know you somebody, I know you somebody, then believe that, guys. You don't have to spread it to the world. We know who we are. All right? Show that love. DJ. I put out there tonight, man. I know that shit was a little deep, but I had to come that way, man. It's not every day I got to come on out my bag. You know what I'm saying? I took my pills, I drank my medicine, I gave my motherfucking peanut butter sandwich, cause I knew I was gonna be on some shit tonight. I kept it down too. I kept it down. It was a little time that I got a little shaky, but I got to admit, I did all right, right? If I did all right, throw me some love. Throw me some love. Throw me some love. Stand up and be up. Stand up and let's be up, all right? That's what we got to do today. We got to stick together, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Curs don't scratch when they need to. You understand what I mean? I said curs don't scratch when they need to. Back me up in that corner, fellas. Got to give me a little water. I'm a little hot. You might have to put a little of that splash on my ball. It was a little rough today. I know I had to go in there and put some shit out there that we don't all want to hear. None of us want to be on that side of the fence. None of us want to be on that side of the fence. So y'all got to be smart and think about what we saying. Best way to get out of that shit is to stay out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Keep it quiet. Don't invite them nobody to be somebody. Make them work to be that. Don't talk shit on me so you can be something that they ain't. We must stand up for each other, stand up for those who are with it, and they're hanging there together. Because when we hang together, and the money's on the line, calm down. When the money is on the line, deal. You know what I'm saying? And it's my turn to go get your money. It's my turn to go get your money.
Cause we coming to get it.
Okay?
Oh, don't fool yourself. Don't fool yourself. Please don't put yourself in that situation. Don't do it.
That's right.
Don't do it unless you're ready.
Ready.
Unless you're really ready.
Because guess what we gonna do?
You all know what we gonna
You
do.
know what we gonna do?
Cause we always
Always scratch the wind.
better.
Hey. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, fellas. Yeah, baby. That's right, baby. Represent Akron, stand up, baby. We love y'all home front. Born and raised in the home front. Get it together. Guard your shit. Man down, man unknown, man facing too much shit. You already know what we got to do. We got to let that one go. Guard your shit and act like he telling on everybody. Because we don't know. But don't act like you don't know. Do what you know. It's the right thing. Love you. Peace. Man, I wish I could rap, y'all. I would bust the line. I'd be all over that mic. Oh, man, get ready. I have a heart attack over here. Jimmy, help me, Jimmy. All right, fellas. Hope y'all had a good time tonight. I did. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put my boy up before I go. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna put Texas Pete on this. Texas Pete gonna be my house dog today. Yeah, that's right. Oh, Texas Pete. Yeah. Right, y'all, Texas Pete. Salute to Texas Pete.